having to think about funding depends on the type of structure that you've developed. In the past couple of years, I've actually worked with predominantly two types of school setups. Ones that are have an NPO status, which means predominantly require donor funding to sustain the activities. Either these are invested in war-stricken countries or refugee countries like Uganda, where most of the people cannot afford to actually get a decent education. And so I always look at sustainability based on the model that you've designed. So I think I can separate that into two parts. If you're an NPO, non-profit organization, for any of those that don't know, I would encourage that you literally begin to actively invest in pitching your vision to potential people that are interested in the area that you're investing in. I wouldn't say in the early stage you want to engage in multi-year partnership, because you need to have a proof of concept, but get a few people that actually run with you, even if it's family and friends. If you've got any of your savings as well, throw them in there as an early stream, because definitely having school fees as a source of revenue is going to be a difficult one given the type of customer that you're willing to serve. On the other hand, if you are a government or private institution, having a fee structure, because that's going to be the main source, a fee structure that is able to cover the unit cost for producing your service is extremely key. I've had a fascinating experience of actually dealing with school leaders that if you ask them what's the average or marginal cost of actually educating their children, they have no idea, firstly, what that is, or how to even calculate what that cost is. And more often than not, school fees is based on the average school fees in the area. Yet some of these schools are trying to outcompete their rivals by actually offering things like sport, outdoor activities, and just different types of curriculum that require more investment in either human capital or actual practical resources. And so I think if you're going to be running a government or private institute that requires, or its main source being revenue income, have an idea of how much it actually costs to produce and charge a fee that is going to be able to cover those costs, at least enough to be able to cover your variable costs if it's in the early stage. And as you build up momentum and as you're able to actually build a brand and get more students, you can start working up to actually cover your fixed cost.